Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
Who is it?
It's Ryan.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
And Angela.
Ching, ching.
From RNA Music. Hey, you got a shirt.
I do.
Awesome.
And a coat.
And you're cold. Your favorite mom and pop guitar shop and music lesson studio.
Studio.
Where we teach people to play music.
Yeah.
Stuff and things. Did you get any video of us practicing earlier?
No.
Pictures?
Not a bit. Because I was on the other side practicing myself.
Not the whole time. You're out here.
Talking and canoodling.
Yeah.
I was emailing and conversing.
We just practice with our students. Anyways, and it's time for another episode of ASK RNA, where we answer questions. Let's get to it.
Okay.
Welcome back, y'all. Time for episode 290. I just remembered. It's episode 290. 290 episodes.
I'm ready for episode 350.
350. 300 is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it is.
300. 290 weeks now have we been answering questions from people all over the world, just like yourselves. They're watching right now, hopefully.
Yes.
And yeah, time for another one. It's my favorite video
To do.
each week that I shoot is this one. If you're new here, we're married
Yes, we are.
to each other. And we have a little That's not expecting that. I'm just thinking about what I'm going to say next.
We have a little. Okay.
And we like each other. Because we know people who are married who don't like each other, which is unfortunate for
Sad.
them. It is, but
I'm sorry.
Sorry for your luck. You totally derailed my train of
I'm
thought.
sorry. Yeah, we have a small mom
We have a
and pop.
small
Yes.
family business in rural East Texas. We teach music lessons. That's our main thing, teaching lessons to people of all ages, and occasionally sell guitars, sticks, and drum
Things.
picks, and cables and things. All right, and we're going to answer some questions from people all over the world right now. Oh, yeah. Get your comment fingers ready, and your question fingers, and all that kind of stuff. And if you want to get some swaggity swag, we'll do this real quick. Go down the description down below. You can go right to our Teespring store and get you a shirt or some pajamas or some socks or a hoodie, because it's hoodie weather some places. Go ahead and do that if you want to.
Yeah.
Super awesome. Thank you so much. And with all that out of the way, first question, Just Fun Guitar with another question. It says, hey, RNA teamers, hashtag KTMA, hashtag occasionally. New question, are there any Texan woods used in a guitar or other instrument production? All right, Chris.
Yes.
Chris, who has a YouTube channel, Just Fun Guitar. Go
Yeah.
check it out. Has a question. He always has Texas questions like, do y'all have cactus in Texas? What kind of animals are in Texas?
Yes.
How many animals in Texas will eat you? That's
All
a great
of them.
You know, most of them. Most of them will eat you if you die. Some of them will kill you first and then eat you. Some will just kill you and not eat you. But let's not talk about that. All right. So, anyways,
Leave the buzzards
I do
to it.
appreciate Chris's barrage of Texas questions that he brings to us.
I don't like buzzards.
I don't like buzzards either. All right. Anyway, he's asking about woods that are native to Texas that you would use in guitar building or instrument
I
building.
thought he was talking about like wooded areas at first. I was like,
Do we have woods?
wooded.
Can you go hide in the
Do
woods?
we have any Texas woods? Yes.
Do we have any woods we can go hide
Most
in?
of Texas are woods.
There's a
I
fair
would say.
amount of woods in
I'd
Texas.
say half at least.
I did have to kind of go look that up real quick, Chris.
Yeah,
because-
specifically to Texas.
Yeah, I mean, I knew we have oak trees, we have pine trees, and we have mesquite trees. Obviously, there's pecan trees, maple. There's like
Not pecan.
oak, not pecan,
No.
pecan. What do we normally say? Do we say pecan pie?
I say
pecan pie.
I say pecan.
'Cause
My
that's-
mom and dad both say pecan.
But they're
My
not
whole
from
family.
Texas.
But that's just how they say it. All my family says pecan.
Yeah, I say pecan. I don't know why you say pecan. Chris Mitchell says pecan, but he don't know.
Yeah.
You
Well,
don't
that's
know.
not Georgia.
That's
so.
them Georgia folks. So those are the ones like I knew off the top of my head, Chris. But I did go Google a little bit to see for sure. The main thing is we do have maple trees. There's 5 different species of maple, I guess, native in Texas, or you find in Texas any point in time. There's curly maple, quilted maple, spalted maple. There's those kinds of maple, which are more like top pieces. But they do have hard maple, Like a hard maple you would use for like a neck or something like that.
Right.
So several different kinds of maple, 52 different kinds of oak, 52 different species of oak trees in Texas. I don't know that people use oak very much for guitar or instrument building.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I looked up like a woodworking website where they're talking about, hey, you could make these sweet wooden bowls.
Right.
Here's different
There's
kinds
tons
of wood.
furniture and things that you would place in your house
Oak,
made out of
yeah.
oak. Tons of stuff.
Tons of that.
Yeah.
You know, like a desk. I have an oak desk at home, but so those were the ones. Of course, there's elm, pine, pecan. We mentioned mesquite, black walnut. Black walnut. Now you will find that sometimes in some more exotic guitar builds.
Yeah.
Mostly tops, figured type stuff.
Yeah. Isn't
Hickory.
that the stain we did back here?
Yeah. Yeah. This is black. No, it's not black walnut. It's,
No. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's walnut.
It's black walnut.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But black walnut is figured woods.
Yes. It's not the wood isn't black walnut. The stain.
The
is
stain.
To emulate.
This is pine
Yeah, those are pine planks.
Pine on the
that
planks
are running through
on
here.
the wall that we stain with a walnut stain. 'Cause
Yes.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Hickory. I
Red-
don't know
is it
that
red
people
walnut?
use hickory.
Anyways.
I've never heard of people using hickory for musical instruments. I don't think that's a thing. But we do have something called
If
Texas
they did, it
ebony.
would probably be a banjo.
Drumsticks. Well, hickory drumsticks.
Okay. Okay.
That reminds me. Okay, because we do have ProMark drumsticks is one of the biggest drumstick brands and companies out there. ProMark drumsticks is based in Texas.
Yeah.
Now they were bought out by D'Addario, who are Yankees. So ProMark is now owned by Yankees in New York.
Well, I think in England, all Americans are Yankees.
No. I mean, they probably think that.
Yeah.
You Yanks.
But you're referring to someone who does live in.
I'm talking about people north of the Mason-Dixon line.
Okay.
So, yeah. So even though that ProMark drumsticks, and they have oak drumsticks, and they have hickory drumsticks, is owned by D'Addario, which is based out of New York, they're still made in Texas.
Okay.
So it's still Texas-based. So drumsticks. Quite a few drumsticks come out of Texas. If you play ProMark sticks, those are Texas sticks. It's pretty awesome.
That was loud.
So
I wasn't expecting it to be that loud. I really wasn't.
I was not either.
I can't. It just forgive me.
Good Lord.
I'm tired.
But the one that I thought was interesting is I found one called Texas Ebony.
Ooh.
Everybody knows about like ebony. You're my favorite Texas
I
Ebony
know that's
girl.
gonna be my nickname now. Hashtag.
Texas Ebony.
I'm gonna get a shirt made now.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Give me that Texas Ebony up in her.
It is apparently. I'd never heard of it before, honestly.
Uh-huh.
But in my Google search for
Now you have.
now, I have. Now I'm never gonna forget Texas Ebony. Anyways, but it has a lot of characteristics of like your typical ebony that you find in other continents, where the heart of the tree is darker, but it's not always black. Sometimes it's like purple. It says it'll be purple. It can be black, but it can be all these other dark kind of things. So I thought, oh man, that's
Very nice.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that, and I'm from Texas, Chris.
See, we need people like Chris to teach us about our own.
To teach us about our own culture.
Someone
And-
from England to teach us about our
And when
own
I say
culture.
Chris, I'm talking about Just Fun Guitar, because his real name is
Chris.
Chris. I'm not talking about Chris Mitchell, who
Yes.
says pecan. I'm talking about Chris,
Hello,
Just
Chris
Fun
Mitchell.
Guitar.
And Ashley.
Yeah, what's up? Whatever. I don't know. He only calls me when he wants stuff. Like money. Whatever. Never calls me just to check on me, see how I'm doing.
Oh,
Check on my feelings after watching Star Wars stuff.
yeah.
Anyways, Texas Ebony. So there are some trees native to Texas that are used in instruments. I don't know that necessarily people like the maple that grows here. If we like export it to places where they're like, does PRS use maple that
And does
comes from
mesquite-
Texas?
Do mesquite trees get big enough to
I don't
be
think
able
so.
to do that? Because I think mesquite trees are very small.
That's mostly for barbecuing.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
mesquites-
they're more like it's more like brush.
Yeah, it's more like garbage.
Yeah, it's not really a tree.
It's a garbage
I would consider it more of a hedge.
It's more of a shrub.
Yeah.
Really.
The-
They can get kind of big, but I don't think they grow in a way, and they may not be hard. It might not be hard enough.
Yeah.
Most instrument woods needs to be a certain hardness. You have soft woods and you have harder ones that are better for construction. Like you wouldn't want a very soft density wood to build furniture out of. You need something that's can support some weight. Anyways, great question. Thank you, Just Fun Guitar. Yes. Texas Ebony. All right, next question. Walking Dead. Hashtag occasionally. Hashtag Bo knows. Hashtag
You look fine.
You look fine. Okay. I don't know. He says, I don't know. You threw me off with that last one, Walking Dead. So I may have asked this before with the whole Limp Bizkit convo. Made me think, because we were talking about Limp Bizkit at the end of last week's video. If you didn't watch the whole video, you missed out on the Limp Bizkit. You missed out on the biscuit. Made me think of it, but what band or performer is your guilty pleasure in that you like them, but you don't brag about it? LOL. Why are you laughing?
Because I just think this is a great question.
We've answered this before. This has been asked somewhere in the last 290.
In a roundabout way.
Yeah, in the last 290 videos, someone has asked this because we have talked about it.
Okay.
Do you remember your answer, or do you? Has it changed now?
Guilty pleasure, like I don't know.
You like them, but you don't brag about it.
That I don't tell people about it. It would probably be Limp Bizkit. Either that or Korn.
Limp Bizkit and Korn.
Yeah.
90s new metal.
Yeah.
You kind of like it, but you don't want people to know.
Eminem. I mean, I don't really listen to Eminem.
I don't either.
I can appreciate him, but I don't listen to him. Like I can appreciate his talent, but I've never really sat and, other than what I heard on
binged a bunch of M&Ms.
Yeah,
I have binged M&Ms before.
I have. There's some over there on
I binged a bunch of M&Ms earlier.
I don't know. I know whenever I'm by myself and I'm in a certain mood, there's a Korn song and Linkin Park. And I have this like little bitty, it's only like 5 songs that are on my playlist on iTunes. I don't have them anymore because I canceled the subscription, but it was.
Is this your angry playlist?
Yes. And so it was songs that have that just really great, that so like Rage Against.
Really aggressive. Oh, Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, that's another one.
They say swear words, Angela.
Very much so. But when you're really mad or you're really like overwhelmed and you just need to go on a run and you just need to just put it, you play a little Rage Against the Machine, because just that intro guitar lick that they have.
Mother Junkers!
Yes, you just want to just scream. That's probably, I don't really tell a lot of people, but that is definitely
because that makes you a bad person if you like that stuff.
I guess. I mean, it's just
JK.
Uncharacteristically.
Not what people think of when they think of, wonder what Angela likes to listen to. She probably likes Rage Against the Machine.
Like if you probably saw my face while I was running, I'm sure I probably look like I am listening to it.
Zach De La Rocha.
Yeah. And some Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't... That's good. I don't think I have a really guilty pleasure, because there's not anything that I'm like ashamed to admit that I like.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit that I like it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I like.
It's not an everyday thing.
Shh. I'm going to put out some Barry Manilow. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
I don't think I've ever listened. I've listened to Barry Manilow. I know who he is, but I've not like listened to Barry Manilow.
Me neither.
Not
at all. It's not a thing. The Limp Bizkit one is actually probably a pretty good answer, because like I don't own any Limp Bizkit records.
No,
never owned any CDs. But their songs that were big hits, like
oh my gosh,
a bajillion of them on TRL.
Oh yeah,
and their videos and stuff. It's like
that was my go-to in my late teens and early 20s, was sitting and watching TRL live and seeing what the top 10 was, the Carson Daly, TRL. And listening. And I remember when we were married at the time, I think, or we were dating whenever POD debuted. Were we married?
When they got huge.
When were we married already? Okay. I didn't know if we were like in that role of being married.
Satellite came out like in 2000, right when.
Okay.
Right at 9/11, like the day after or the day of 9/11 is when their record.
Yeah. So, yeah, sitting there and like going through, and there were just some songs that I'm like, I can't believe I'm actually listening to this. I would never listen to this in a million years. And yeah,
POD?
Yeah, well, not POD. I liked it. That was right up my alley because it's like that kind of same, just like real crazy funk and
But more positive.
But more positive.
More positive lyrics.
Because they're Christians.
Less ragey.
So, yeah. So, what was something on TRL that you were like, what? Yeah. Like, was it just Limp Bizkit?
Probably. That's what I was gonna say. Because last week
Limpity Bizkit.
we talked about Limp Bizkit kind of at the end, and then I went home.
Yeah.
And I had to like get on the elliptical because I hadn't gotten my steps in, and I hadn't worked out enough for the day. I'm like, I gotta go get on the elliptical. And pro tip, I used to get on the elliptical with my earbuds and just listen to music and like. And I'm just looking at the clock.
Yeah, I can't.
4 minutes. I'm like, son of a Limp Bizkit. This is like. This is going to take forever to get to 20 minutes,
you know
right?
It's going to be a hashtag. Someone's going to put it.
Son of a Limp Bizkit. And so Angela said, no, honey, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Get your iPad, put it on the elliptical, watch a video, watch a movie, watch a TV show, watch something.
Not a video, not a how-to, not a YouTube video where someone's just...
Well, that's what I did. I got on there, and I started watching Limp Bizkit videos.
Oh, awesome.
And I'm like...
See, that's entertaining, though. Because his videos are so dumb.
I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like... Now, I always did kind of like them.
Yeah.
Now, people love to crap on Limp Bizkit, like, they suck. And all. I'm like, I said it today in band practice. I said something about the kids, like, hey, we should do a Limp Bizkit song at the next recital. And they're like, what? I don't think we can do that. I'm like, well, we can...
We can edit.
We can just bleep the whole song.
95% of the song.
You know, 80% of the lyrics, we can just bleep it. It'll be fine.
It's like doing Raging Against the Machine.
Grandmas and grandpas and moms and dads won't care, but...
grandmas and grandpas and moms and dads would have listened to it because we're at that age right now.
That's true.
So
moms and dads are like, I was there when Limp Bizkit was born.
Yeah.
I would
love to do Linkin Park.
Like, yeah. Like, musically, though, I was like, hey, listen, I don't care if you like Fred Durst or not, but like, Wes Borland and John Otto and...
They're great musicians.
The bass player. I mean, they wrote some catchy bullcrap.
Right.
Like, the riffs and the beats and the grooves. And being a drummer, like, their drummer was good. Like, his style of playing was, like, right up my style. That's how I played when I was in a hip-hop band.
I know.
That was basically playing Limp Bizkit grooves.
Yeah, stolen licks.
And Pantera grooves in a hip-hop band. But
yeah.
But that would maybe be like, aren't you into real metal? I'm like, yeah, but...
This is fun.
Their songs make me laugh.
Yeah. It is so much fun.
Yeah, it's just fun. Yeah. The radio edit version with the bleeps. That's what I'm talking about. Which is what I watched on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. Guilty pleasures. All right. And that brings us to our new segment that we started last week, which is called Comment of the Day.
Comment of the Day. Comment of the Day. Comment of the Day. Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to write a jingle for that. We're going to write a little...
It's going to change every
Comment of the day actually comes from, this is crazy, Walking Dead. This is, after hearing Angela sing, I think she could do a good Fell on Black Days. Because we talked last week about, like, what Soundgarden song would you like to cover the most?
Right.
And she's like, I don't know any Soundgarden.
I don't know.
But Walking Dead said he thinks you could do a good Fell on Black Days.
Okay.
Do you know that song?
No.
Okay, I'll play it for you later.
Okay.
Not now, because we got stuff to do. So,
okay.
Comment of the day goes to Walking Dead after Walking Dead's question.
Comment of the day.
I did not plan that. Hashtag not sponsored. Whatever. Thank you, Walking Dead. All right, next actual question. Dennis Laudit, or Laude, could be Laude. I don't know.
Un, deux, trois.
First question from Dennis, because I don't recognize his name. So this must be a first one.
Yeah.
Angela, period. What is your dream ukulele?
Any ukulele is
all of them.
My dream ukulele. There's a few that that they've made that are just very pretty. I can't.
Kalas?
Yes, Kala ukulele.
We are Kala ukulele dealers.
We are. Dang, dang, dang.
Yes. This is probably not in tune.
Woo!
No, it's not.
Yes. No, it's not at all.
Somebody should get off their butt and go tune all the guitars and ukuleles on the wall.
Yeah. Where's our intern?
Intern.
Where?
Brianna.
Where is
Brianna? She's a drummer. She couldn't tune stuff anyways if she wanted to.
So, yes, any Kala ukulele. I don't necessarily like the painted ones like this. I like because these are little like soprano ukes, but I like the bigger body electric. And then there's a wood style that I really liked. It almost has like a bird's eye like finish to it. It's so
bird's eye maple probably.
Yeah, it's so pretty, and but then it has the cutaway like a resonator. It has like it is so pretty. And
Call us like Schecter. They have like 5 million different
models. They have artists who play them, and it's ridiculous.
Like if we wanted one of every Kala uke that they make, we wouldn't have enough walls in here for that. Just like if you had one of every single Schecter that's in production.
Yeah. And then they also, for like a fun one, just on the side, because the painted ones are cute, but the only real painted one I would like is the Elvis Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Yes. So, but there's that one with the spotted maple.
You have to show it to me.
Yeah.
How much is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
$450. Yeah. You're in my brain.
That was awesome. Great. Yes. So I don't know how much, but that one it's an electric uke. It is it's a bigger body. Mine's a concert.
Okay.
That's a soprano.
Right.
And so it's a little bit bigger. Same tuning, so it's not off.
It's just larger.
Yeah, GCEAM, but it's just larger, and it feels better in your arms when you're playing. Not this little bitty thing that's just kind of sitting at your chest.
Sopranos are good for kids.
Yes,
right?
Sopranos are great for kids.
And even big kids. But
yeah.
Adults, a concert.
Yeah,
and there's
when we do concerts
baritones
and stuff. Oh yeah, the baritones are really pretty, and then you get to the point where they're almost just basically like a parlor-sized regular guitar, and then you're like, I'm not playing a ukulele anymore. I'm playing a guitar. So, but yeah, that is. I will get the pic, and maybe it'll pop up here or something, so you can see what it actually looks like.
I can edit
gorgeous.
Sometimes.
It's gorgeous.
All right, thank you, Dennis. First question from Dennis.
Yes,
thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, and final question. Crazy. Like last time, it was an hour-long video. This time, it won't be. Thank God.
Yes.
But
less editing for you.
Yes. Actually, at this point right now, there's 700 views on the last video, which is actually kind of a lot for one of our ASK RNAs that isn't super controversial, where we're insulting people.
Right.
That's actually kind of a fair amount of views.
I wasn't insulting. I was speaking the truth.
No, it's not. Yeah, it was. No, yeah, absolutely. Perceived.
Okay.
I was surprised with as many views as we got last week that there's only 4 questions, but there is, and it is what it is.
Yes.
Denny's plant-based journey. He was
Denny.
Also in Texas, Odessa. I remembered this time.
Yay!
I always say
in
Amarillo and
Lubbock.
Like, nope, Odessa. Oh. Odessa, Texas, where they have probably some mesquite trees.
A lot of them. And
Denny's question. #occasionally question. Where is the BBM? Bitter Bassman, you haven't had Paul on in a while. ... Well, since invading his date in November, unless I missed it when I was sick and out for a few weeks. How about bringing him back and talking about bass and tips for good tone, or showing some licks? That might be a good side video in addition to the Ask RNA programs. Hope you guys have a great Sunday and week as we wrap up January. January. It's January.
Jamming number 1.
Thank you, Denny.
Jamming number 1.
Okay. Do you want to answer this, or shall I answer this?
You can answer. Go for it.
Okay. Paul took a vacation.
A long vacation.
A month-long vacation. Like the entire month of December.
Almost.
Well, yeah, almost.
Half of December, half of January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went back to the motherland, which is Ohio.
His
for
mothership.
him. Because he is a Yankee.
Yes.
Not #not a Texan.
Yes.
And so he usually during the December, Christmas holidays and stuff, he usually almost for forever now goes back to Ohio for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And visits, his dad lives there and his sisters and his cousins and almost all of his family is back in Ohio. He has a few cousins here in Texas, but almost everybody, I think.
I think everybody's in Ohio.
Yeah, I think everybody's in Ohio now. So he usually goes back. Well, this year he decided to take a whole month off.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who takes 1 month vacation.
Somebody special can do stuff like that.
Yeah, like we don't even get a 1 week vacation.
Yeah. But
we're lucky to
that's where he's at. That's where he was.
That's where he were.
And now he's recovering from his month-long sabbatical. So the big baby, big baby is off and
big
about.
baby man.
Big baby man. There you go. That's what BBM stands for. Big baby man is there.
He's on Angela's naughty list.
Yes, he is. Everybody's like, ooh, explain.
What's going on?
Mama's about to tell a story.
Tell us a story. No, don't.
No,
don't tell us.
No, it's all good. He, Paul's my brother, basically.
From another mother.
Because we have been friends for so stinking long. But not anymore. I'm just kidding. He's going to be like,
Be crying himself to sleep on his huge pillow.
Yeah. He's a mess. Yeah. Anyways. Nah, we love him. Whatever.
No, you haven't missed it. I mean, he's been gone.
Yeah.
Now, he is like twice this week.
We're teasing.
We're teasing, mostly.
Yeah.
He actually has come to the shop like this past week, like twice. After he gets off work. And
yeah. Mostly probably to see if I'm mad at him.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
But he did hang out and stay for a band practice we had with the kiddos. So
yeah. It was so funny. I'm going to say this on camera because I just like to just kind of...
Just twist the knife?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just in a funny way. It's a funny thing. So we're sitting here and I was on my phone. He was like, what you looking at? I was like, he has really cool fingernails. Like it's this gel that you get. It feels like I'm like a kid of the 80s. It's like something you would see after Saturday morning cartoons. You just squeeze this gel on your fingernail and you squeeze the little applique on there and it makes this fingernail and it hardens and sets.
I've watched you do that.
Yeah, well, no, you haven't watched me do it. I don't
own that stuff.
What
was
was
that you did the other day? It was like you put it on there.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, they were just like little like Lee press-on nails. That's what I was doing. But this is like an actual gel, and then it hardens with a mold that makes it look like a fingernail, and it's like an actual fingernail.
How's it
and
going?
and he. So he was like, well, why don't you get them? I said, because there's too much. Because I don't like spending a lot of money, especially on fingernails that are going to break and chip and blah, blah, blah. He was like, well, how much are they? And I was like, oh, they're like $14 for like this tube of gel, He was like, I'll get it for you.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I see where this relationship is now. Let me scroll and see if I can find something else to add to my shopping cart. So he knows.
Yeah, he's trying to
butter me up.
He's trying to buy your forgiveness.
And I can picture me like, no, you're
this
my
is
friend.
What friends
this
do.
is what friends do.
Friends just do stuff for each other.
Anyways, I just love to, just give it to him. Just make him feel better just a little bit. Because that's what sisters do.
Because that's what Texas Ebony does.
That's what straight up Texas Ebony just. You just got Texas Ebony'd. Oh Lord.
So no,
okay.
he was he came over yesterday and kind of was chatting because some of y'all may or may not know that Paul and I have been working on some music.
How's your album coming?
Hashtag How's your album coming? It's more of a hashtag How's your single coming?
Yes. How's your EP going?
How's your EP? It's not even an EP. It's a freaking single.
Yes.
It's a Limp Bizkit freaking single. And if you go back on far enough videos, you see, there's a video of me, doing some drum stuff actually, I think that's not on there anymore. Because we ended up not using the drums. I went to the studio and recorded the drums, and then we ended up not using them because
of reasons.
Anyways, stuff and things. But also, there's a video of me kind of redoing guitar parts, and
I think Paul's in the room in that one video.
Something like that.
We're both in there.
I don't know. You can go back really far, like 10 years ago, and see me at Paul's old house. Like, here, we're writing some songs, checking, like way back there. You had to dig deep into the catalog of RNA to go find those.
To the brain of RNA music.
There's probably a playlist. But anyways, the point is, it is done. So he's coming by to tell me Paul's song. He's like, it's our song. It's our song. It's ours together. It's 70% Paul's song, 30% my song. 70-30.
80-20.
So it's done finally. The recording is all done. His nephew is actually a professional sound guy who like friggin' does sound and lights. He does lights for Katy Perry.
Just because you did that thing.
That thing right there. Go back for that. No, like his son.
Oh my gosh, you need some sleep.
I need some more Mountain Dew. His nephew is like a professional sound and lighting guy. He goes on,
he actually is. Yeah.
Mega legit, huge, like freaking Katy Perry did the lighting for Katy Perry.
Mastodon, whatever.
Mastodon was their live stage mixer for Mastodon, and I'm like, oh my god. So his nephew is like legit, like knows how to do stuff. So he mixed everything for us, and then Paul sent the final mix off to get mastered. So he found a guy on Fiverr.
Of course he did.
A dude in Russia mixed.
Did he Google it first?
Probably. But he brought it in. He played it for me. He sent me the first final, mastered copy. I was like, sounds pretty good. And then he's like, well, there was a couple things to fix, and so
little tweaks.
He played me last night. He played me here at the shop. He came and played the final sort of like we had to tweak this vocal there and this and stuff. So talking about that. So there will be some videos coming pretty soon with the Bitter BassMan because we'll be talking about releasing the single. I think it's pretty much done. He's probably gotten the final thing. So now we just have to upload it to the distribution platform he wants to use to like get it out there on iTunes and Spotify and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But we're gonna we'll probably make a video. We'll probably do some maybe playthrough videos of the thing, or we'll do like a reaction video. We were talking about that. It's like maybe we should play it and do a reaction video, or something to celebrate. Kind of like, hey, here's the first single. It's only been like 27 years in the making.
Yeah.
Finally, so when we're like 90, there will be a second single.
Right.
But yeah, so he is back from his epic vacation of doom, and we are about to release a single under the moniker The Nobodies. No, actually, it's Awkward Pause. Awkward Pause is the name of the group.
Awkward Pause.
Awkward kitty pause. Because it's been an awkward pause. Every single time we think we're making progress, there's something that comes along and
that's the truth.
Presses pause on that.
Yes.
So, dang, you're working late. Yeah, I know. Because I'm a business owner. I work 17 hours a day.
That's how Texas Ebony does it.
That's how Texas Ebony does it. So yeah, there will be some videos coming up, Denny, with Paul. So stay tuned for that. It'd be great. It's just going to be a single, not like our student last week who released an entire freaking album that you could buy for $9.99 that I'm super proud of. Just a single. So 99 cents, you can get the very first single ever released from me and the Bitter BassMan. Awkward Pause. Yeah, so there's Bitter Bass stuff coming soon. Denny's Plant-Based Journey, which you should all go follow Denny if you want some vegan recipes. He had a really awesome one he did the other day for like pumpkin oat pancakes that I watched. I was like, oh man, I should make those. I didn't know you could put oats in the frickin' Ninja blender and turn it into flour. I didn't know that. I learned something new from Denny. So go check him out if you want some vegan recipes.
There you go.
And that is the final question of the day. Final question of the day. So excited. All right. Because this won't take me a million years to edit. I'm really excited about this.
Yes.
All right. Because we got a lot of crap going on this weekend.
Yes, we do.
All right. So thank you guys so much for your questions. If you have a question for next week, please type it down below along with your comment. And, maybe you'll get your comment on Comment of the Day.
Comment of the Day.
Leave your question. And, yeah. And if you watch this entire video all the way through. We play a little game called Secret Hashtag of the Day. Secret Hashtag of the Video.
Yeah.
That lets us know if you watch this entire video. Apparently, we're trendsetters. We've been doing this for a long time now. But now other people are doing hashtags at the end of the video so you know you watched the whole thing. Who knew that? Who knew that we started something?
That's cool beans.
It is cool beans. And today's secret hashtag of the day is, what do you think it is? Hashtag Texas Ebony. Texas Ebony. That's super awesome. You knew that. Hopefully, if you were paying attention, if you're halfway awake, you knew, like, I know what this hashtag is.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be hashtag.
Or any of the other ones
It's
we
gonna
threw
be-
in there. You know,
It's going to be hashtag
Easter egg
son of a Limp
hashtags.
Bizkit.
Yes.
Son of a Biscuit with a Z because it's more punk rock.
Yes.
Limp Bizkit was a punk band, according to Paul.
Yeah.
Because
I believe it.
when you put a Z in the name, it's more
It's
punk rock.
automatically considered punk.
Automatically more punk rock.
Punk and rock.
All right, so type the secret hashtag down below with your comment and your question, and we'll know that you are an epic legend of a human or circle, and that you watched the whole thing. That's super rad. And until then, till the next video, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for more videos. We'll see y'all the next time. Keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
The music needs you.
And you need the music. Don't forget it.
And we need to keep the music alive. For bitter bass players everywhere.
For the next generation.
Oh yeah, and the next generation. Yeah, they're important
And
too.
all those kids.
For all the childrens.
For however long we're here.
For however long.
Before the space overlords come and take us home.
Shh, don't say that. They're listening.
Yes. They're always listening. Who's not listening? I mean, my goodness.
Siri's listening.
Isn't that right, Siri? Oh, now you don't listen.
Now you're not answering. Freaking Siri biscuit. Bye, y'all.
Texas Ebony out.